Hello everyone, and welcome to the weird, scary and horrible parts of humanity. Jarod Ramos was born in Laurel, Maryland, in the United States of America on the 21st of December 1979. He experienced numerous mental health difficulties, having seen 5 mental health professionals and exhibited a pattern of threats. Many of the mental health professionals believed that he was a calculated, manipulative loner who would become angry when things did not go his way. His family and relatives had not been in contact with him for many years. In 2011, he pleaded guilty to stalking an acquaintance of high school through media and social media. An article published by the newspaper, The Capital, also known as the Capital Gazette, outlined his guilty verdict for stalking. The newspaper, The Capital, is published in Annapolis, Maryland, the capital of the state, with a population of 38,394 individuals. The newspaper serves Annapolis, much of the Anne Arundel County, and neighbouring Kent Island in Queen Anne's County, having first been published as the Evening Capital on the 12th of May 1848. It has 30,724 circulations daily between Monday and Sunday, and 35,155 circulations for the Sunday edition. The newspaper was owned by Landmark Communications and Philip Merrill from 1967 until Merrill's death in 2006, upon which Landmark Communications gained complete ownership of the newspaper until it was sold to the Baltimore Sun Media Group in 2014. In 2012, following the publication of the 2011 article outlining his guilty verdict for stalking, Ramos sued the Capital for defamation, which was rejected by Prince George's County Circuit Court in 2015 after numerous appeals, when it was found that there was no evidence that the article regarding the guilty verdict of Ramos was inaccurate. Perhaps more scaringly, Ramos began harassing staff of the Capital. In 2013, former editor and publisher Thomas Marquardt contacted the Anne Arundel County Police Department regarding the actions of Ramos, but police did not pursue the report. Anonymously, Marquardt consulted the newspaper's attorneys about filing a restraining order against Ramos, telling them, "This is a guy who is going to come in and shoot us." Ramos eventually opened a Twitter account, which he used to attack the Capitol. He also sent threatening letters to the newspaper's former attorney, the Maryland Court of Special Appeals, and to Charles Moylan Jr., the appellate judge who ruled against him in his defamation case. It was speculated that Ramos was an injustice collector, someone who goes through life collecting real or imagined injustices. On the 28th of June 2018, he sent letters to 3 people who had been involved in his defamation lawsuit, writing, "Welcome, Mr. Moylan, to your unexpected legacy. You," which was all in caps, "should have died. Friends forever, Jarod W. Ramos. I further certify that I then did proceed to the office of Respondent, Capital Gazette Communications, with the objective of killing every person present." In the letter, he insisted that he would kill as many people as possible in the shootings. On the same day, at 12:34 p.m, Ramos entered the offices of the Capitol, carrying a 12-gauge Mossberg 500 pump action shotgun. Shooting down the office's glass door, he then started shooting indiscriminately at employees, with survivors taking refuge in filing cabinets. Wendy Winters confronted Ramos by charging at him with a garbage can and recycling bin, distracting him long enough for survivors to escape before she was killed. The Anne Arundel County Police Department arrived shortly after the shooting began, and despite Ramos barricading himself near the exit of the office to prevent people from escaping prior to the shooting, they were still able to evacuate 170 people from the building to a reunification center set up at the nearby shopping center Westfield, Annapolis. Numerous reporters and employees tweeted that they were being attacked, with the reporter intern Anthony Messenger tweeting, "Active shooter 888 Bestgate, please help us," despite police attending within 1 minute and being able to overpower Ramos, who survived. 5 people were killed and 2 others were injured. Among the dead included columnist and editorial page editor for the Capital, 61-year-old Gerald Fishman, 59-year-old assistant editor and weekend columnist Rob Hyerson, 56-year-old sports reporter for the Capital and editor and primary reporter for the Bowie Blade News John McNamara, 34-year-old sales assistant Rebecca Smith, who had only just started working for the Capital Gazette shortly before the shooting, as well as Wendy Winters, who was aged 65 and a community beat reporter, as well as special publication editor for the Capital. Police were sent to the offices of the owner of the newspaper, the Baltimore Sun, as a precaution, but there was no threat, and counter-terrorism units were deployed to major news outlets in New York and Chicago as a precaution against similar copycat attacks. Acting chief of the Anne Arundel County Police Department, William Crampf, stated, "This was a targeted attack on the Capital Gazette. The person was prepared to shoot people. His intent was to cause harm." President Donald Trump was briefed on the shootings and offered his thoughts and prayers by tweets. Controversially, he declined to lower US flags to half-staff, as is custom for mass shootings, despite requests from the Annapolis Mayor Gavin Buckley and the lowering of Maryland flags by Governor of Maryland Larry Hogan. It was not until the 3rd of July that the White House lowered US flags on federal buildings for the day. Despite the shootings, the newspaper put out a copy of the Capital on the 29th of June 2018, with staff having worked from a car park to get the paper published. On the 2nd of July, crowds joined together to remember the victims of the shooting. Commentators called the shooting an attack on the media. In an editorial on the 1st of July 2018, in a piece in the Capital, its entire staff, reporters, and the editor thanked the citizens of Annapolis and Anne Arundel County for their support following the shooting. In March and April 2019, the Maryland General Assembly voted unanimously to designate June 28 as Freedom of the Press Day in honor of the victims. In December 2018, staff of the Capital Gazette Communications were selected as a recipient of Time Magazine's Person of the Year 2018, as one of the guardians as a collection of journalists from around the world in their fight for the world on truth. On the 15th of April 2019, the Capital was awarded a Pulitzer Prize Special Citation. A memorial to the 5 murdered during the Capital Gazette shooting was unveiled in Newman Park in Annapolis on the 3rd anniversary of the shooting on the 28th of June 2021, with a memorial entitled Guardians of Free Speech. In July 2018, Ramos was indicted on 23 counts by Anne Arundel County prosecutors and charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of attempted first-degree murder for shooting at photographer Paul Gillespie, 6 counts of first-degree assault related to the attacks of Gillespie and staff writers CNL San Felice, Paul Davis and Rachel Pasella, reporting intern Anthony Messenger and sales associate Jan Cooley, as well as 11 counts of using a firearm in the commission of a felony or violent crime. Initially, on the 20th of August 2018, he pleaded not guilty, which was changed in October 2019, 2 days before jury selection, to a plea of guilty to the shooting and all 23 counts, but he pleaded not criminally responsible, Maryland's version of an insanity plea. As a result, the remaining legal issue was whether he was legally responsible for the multiple murders. That trial was set to begin on the 4th of March 2020, but was delayed numerous times due to the coronavirus. His trial proceeded in July 2021, and following a 2-week trial he was found criminally responsible by a jury on the 15th of July 2021, with his insanity plea rejected. As of September 2021, he is currently awaiting his sentencing. Thank you for watching. Please do yourself a favour and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to inform you when new videos come out. Also, why not hit that like button and leave a nice comment? It helps more than you know, and your support is truly appreciated. Until next time, stay awesome, stay classy, be kind to everyone you meet, and have an amazing day.